Hello there, folks. You know that he who waits for something good never waits too long. And I guess that is the case here, because finally I will show my top 25 of 1983. I've shown most years of the 80s, and time has come now for 1983. I was hoping to the very last moment that I was going to be able to do my balcony debut for this year right now, but the wind is blowing a little bit too much, and I thought I should abandon that idea. It wouldn't be good with too much windy noises in the microphone, so I take it the traditional way. But there will be on the balcony one day. 1983, I was turning 9 years old. I went to school. Nothing special about that. I started to get a little bit curious about the thing called music. Interest didn't explode that much until 1 or 2 years later. But it definitely started to get into me a little bit, that thing called music. But when it comes to the songs here, I don't think there aren't any one of them who actually is nostalgia from 1983. The interest hadn't blown up that much. So, but it will be a whole lot of new wave synth pop, some Swedish. And also, unfortunately, some songs that I don't have anything to show actually, so I've taken the second best. You will know what I mean when I come to it. But first, of course, as usual, the places underneath. So here comes the places from 26 down to number 50. So that is how it looks like underneath the chart I will show. As you can see, a whole lot of British new wave synth pop, but 83 also had a great deal of great Swedish songs also. But starting with number 25 and what I talked about, I don't have the album, I don't have the single. In this case, I don't even have a compilation to show on any record. So I took the second best, and this may look a little bit silly, but the song is featured on this video compilation. So I took that one for because I wish I had U2's War, but I don't have it right now. So number 25 is Sunday Bloody Sunday, and it is featured on this VHS compilation. And there it is, Sunday Bloody Sunday. It is a really, really energy kick, that song. It is a fantastic production, a really fantastic 80s rock tune that has been with me for most of my life. So it was natural to have it with me. This one will, this video will come back. I have one more U2 song, I can promise. So you will see this one later on. Number 24, new wave synth pop, Blancmange, and that's Love That It Is. It has such a fantastic synth phrase that goes through the song, and I think it should have been a much bigger hit than it became, but it is a really, really great song. Number 23, softer ballad. I don't think it's cheesy. I think it is a fantastic song. I like the atmosphere in this song. Lionel Richie's Hello. real great sentimental, and as I said, I like the atmosphere in this one. Number 22, and this is embarrassing. Number 22, that single I've shown numerous times here on the blog, but all of a sudden I can't seem to find it anywhere. And I felt like I couldn't wait that much longer with this video. So I took another song from the same album and to represent this song. I'm talking about Shannon's Let the Music Play. So I took the follow Give Me Tonight as to represent shows like this. Then you don't see the single title. Let the Music Play. Such a fantastic dance track, real funky, fantastic produced freestyle soul dance track, and real great. So I will find it, I promise you, or buy a new one. Number 21, that one I do have, and this is actually, I think this single was the second, if not third, but second vinyl single I ever got. I think I got it as a present, I don't remember, but I had it for many years. Not since 1983 though. I'm talking about ZZ Top and Sharp Dressed Man. Definitely ZZ Top at their best. What can I say? So amazing produced. Number 20. Yes, you will see them, as they released a great album this year. Construction Time again. Depeche Mode, of course. At number 20, Everything Counts. When I do 1989, who knows, you might see it again there also, because they released it in a live version as a single back then. Depeche Mode, what more can I say? Number 19, staying in Britain for quite a while now. Number 19, Paul Young, Come Back and Stay. Might be one of the best Paul Young songs I know, out of many. But I think this one is such a fantastic sound. And the song he got famous for, Wherever I Lay My Hat, is way much lower in the chart. I think it's a great song, but it's overplayed, and I always thought that this one is actually better. And speaking about way down low in the chart, there you will find Yazoo with Only You. At number 18, you will find Only You with Flying Pickets. I've always preferred the a cappella version by Flying Pickets before Yazoo's version. It may sound strange coming from me, but that is the case. I think the arrangement, the vocal arrangement that they're singing is real great, and it's been with me since almost my entire life. 17, yes, more British. Howard Jones, What is Love Anyway? And the breakthrough? No, one of the breakthroughs. And such a fantastic, little bit overplayed, but it is such a classic, such an amazing synthpop classic. Number 17, now we're leaving for a short moment UK and go to USA. This is a little outsider. I don't have the single for this one, but I do have the album for it. I'm talking about Martin Briley, a today sadly forgotten rock singer-songwriter. I have 2 albums by him, but the song that when I heard it on a cassette with an old Swedish radio show, one of the reasons why I do love old radio shows, because you can discover so much new music through that to collect. And in one old radio show, I heard the song Just a Mile Away. A real fantastic rock song that is nothing out of the ordinary, but it is a real amazing, well made and fantastic radio rock, and when it was at its best actually. So number 16, Martin Briley, Just a Mile Away. Check that one out if you haven't. Now back to England, and number 15, of course there will be a whole lot of Duran Duran here also, and number 15, Union of the Snake. Definitely one of my favorite Duran Duran songs of all time. This is a cult classic, but it is a real funky and great song that made me almost headbanging every time I hear it. Joe Boxer, the Boxer Beat, the Boxer Beat. Such an amazing groove in this one. And check the video out if you don't believe me. And they had another song also, which I think that Rob Walker placed higher. Just Got Lucky, and that one is a bit lower down the chart. We have number 13, and there we have more new wave. We have China Crisis as one of best album this year was Working with Fire and Steel. Wishful Thinking, such a relaxing, calm and dreamy sound. I really love this from the moment I heard it, because it was so. When I hear this song, I think of great summer fields and with old small houses on it, and a sunny day. The sun is shining over the fields, and a little country road next to it. Number 12, here they are again. Depeche Mode and Love in Itself. A sadly forgotten single today that isn't mentioned much at all. But I think it's an extremely underrated song, but it's a fantastic produced Depeche Mode song. 11, well, of course, we gotta also have some Simple Minds. Waterfront. And such an amazing energy and sound in this one. This is where Simple Minds went into their stadium rock style, and they did it with an honor. I think if you ask me what I prefer, the more synth pop Simple Minds before or the stadium rock, I don't want to choose because I like them both. But I'm grown up with the stadium rock style of Simple Minds, and I think that Waterfront is so amazing, and amazing drums in this one. Going into top 10, and at number 10 we have some cute little British, it's still British but not new wave-ish. These early years of the 80s, there were a whole lot of crappy 60s wannabes that released songs in the style from that era, but it was really, in my opinion, horrible. But there were some few exceptions, and the biggest exception was Tracy Ullman, that I actually do like a lot. The Today comedian had a great singles career, and my favorite is, of course, They Don't Know. Originally written by Kirsty MacColl and performed by her. Also great version, but I always been a huge fan of the Tracy Ullman's cute little 60s teeny pop style. Normally I don't like that style, but I think Tracy Ullman does it so amazing well, and I like the sound of this one. Number 9. You might find out that this is a German release, but it's still the same song. It is a song that many of you might consider overplayed, and maybe it is, but I think the sound of this one is so fantastic, well made and relaxing, so I can listen to it over and over again. Kaja Gogo's Too Shy Shy, Hush Hush, I Do I. Number 9, nothing more to say about that one. I think that many of you know this one. As with this one, that might even be considered even more overplayed, but also a song that I can listen to over and over because I think it is definitely a fantastic song. Maybe the best song that has come out of the sound and the studio of Nile Rodgers, that I'm normally aren't that fond of, but there are some exceptions, of course, and one of them is David Bowie's Let's Dance. Such an amazing production and groovy sound in this one. Always been one of my favorite David Bowie songs. Seven, we have synth-pop, of course. We have a remaining single from an album that was released originally in 1982. But, of course, it can be on the 1983 chart. Talk Talk and My Foolish Friend. As many of you know, I'm a huge fan of Talk Talk, and this one is no exception. I think it is such an amazing, cool and relaxing sound in this one. And number 6, the highest place from Construction Time again, we have Depeche Mode, Get the Balance Right. Also a sadly forgotten single today that aren't mentioned all that much. Overall, Depeche Mode have made a good job at trying to hide the singles from the era when Julian Temple made the videos. As many might know, Depeche Mode is not that fond of those videos, and the videos have been absent from all their video compilations. And but I think, I'm not saying the videos are perfect, but it's okay. But the songs are magnificent. So number 6, Get the Balance Right. Number 5, going back to this video cassette again, because at number 5, U2, and maybe one of my absolute favorite songs by U2. So here we go. New Year's Day. A fantastic sounding song, and also a fantastic video filmed in Sweden, actually. There are many who have been speculating. For those of you, I'm going to be a nerd, but those of you who have seen the video, many have speculated whether it's U2 on those horses riding, but no, it isn't. It's actually a completely unknown riding horse organization from the place up north that where they shooted the video, and completely unknown youngsters who was asked, could you do some riding wearing the U2 clothes? Sure, of course, because U2 at that time wasn't as famous as they were today. But the video became a classic and the song as well. And number 5, U2 New Year's Day. Number 4, also a song that I heard had been with me for many years. I heard it the first time in Swedish radio back in 1993. I'm a little behind, but it wasn't played. I practically lived by the radio when I was a youngster, and I never heard it on Swedish radio back then for some reason. But in 1993 I heard it the first time and my jaw was dropping. What an amazing song it was. Tears for Fears, Pale Shelter, from their debut album The Hurting. And The Hurting, of course, have several songs on this chart lower down, but highest place is Pale Shelter. Such an airy, such an great floating production, and I do like the acoustic guitar that goes in the song. So Pale Shelter. Now we're having the medal positions. And number 3 goes to not Britain, but still Europe, goes to France. Andershin and Miss Paramount. I think that this is such an amazing song and such a fantastic production. So, only 2 places left. Number 2, a song that I had a thought of having as number 1, but another song got before it. But it still is definitely the second best song in 1983. Maybe one of the best songs in the 80s ever. Naked Eyes and Promises, Promises. Why this didn't become a bigger hit is for me a mystery, because it's such an amazing production. It's such an amazing song. I really think that the sound is such a fantastic. Well worth the second place. So, number 1, drum roll please. And it is a Swedish song. So, but it is a song that has been with me ever since I heard it the first time in gymnasium, I think, and I was just, once again, my jaw was down the floor. What an amazing sound. And it was so unlike the person, because the person singing it is more famous for maybe a little more rockier style, and also the producer was also more famous for a little more rocker style, but this was almost when their new wave phase, the new wave era. I'm talking about Swedish singer Py Bäckman. I don't have the 7-inch for this one. I really want it one time, but I have the album for it on the album Sista Föreställningen, the last final performance, and the song called Kristall, and it is produced by Dan Hylander, famous rock singer. No, Mats Ronander and Dan Hylander, both famous Swedish rock musician. But it is such an amazing mood, an amazing night-like sound in this one. And I'm always when I hear this, I imagine countryside, night, going in a car by night, and such an amazing feeling in this one. So I felt like even though I felt like I wanted to have Naked Eyes at number one, I felt like I couldn't leave this one out as number one, because it has been with me for so many years, and I've been a huge fan of it. So that was my 1983. The next time I will do a chart, I will see how I will do, because right now, the next time I will do a chart, is 1988. But then I will do one chart for 1979, and there I have a whole lot of blanks, songs that I don't have the single for. So I will see how I will manage to do that, if I can do that chart. But 1988 is the next one, so that one I can do, and I will do it maybe sometime during the summer. So until next time, take care everybody in the springtime, and so long.